Hello you guys, this is the one and only Heavy Metal 95 here. Once again, we got a brand new video, and this time it's a CD update that I got once again, because when I was at the library, I only got just a CD. It was only $1 last Saturday, which was probably the other week ago. Because I'm guessing it's been a week ago since I got only one CD. And this is the one that I wanted to get. Because I was a little picky on finding some CDs as well. Well, especially whenever you wanted to do an album review and all that such as well. Yeah, so the first one here I'm going to start off, and this is actually my first Tool album I bought for the first time, and that is the very first album from Tool, Undertow. This is the very first album from Tool I have so far, because no wonder why this album is the most controversial album on here, because there were some these images that are very in those liner notes that were too graphic and all that, and other such as well, because especially I just wanted to come by, consider that this album had some controversy on there. Yeah. And by far, this is obviously my first Tool album, which is Undertow, that I finally bought for the first time. Yeah, it's my very first Tool album, because there's some songs on it like Sober, Swamp Song, Prison Sex, Intolerance, Crawl Away. Yeah, this is... a lot of them considered it as the most controversial, because this album had CD liner notes, had some controversy that I found in this, because I just wanted to say, if I wanted to do an album review on this album from Tool, I'll probably listen to that album at one point, so I'm not going to get into full detail, but yeah. I just wanted to say, for the whole thing, for now, what I understand, because for the most part as well, like most albums I bought, whoa, sorry, I almost dropped a CD, but let me sure if the disc doesn't have any cracks in it. Let me see. No, not really. It's still mint. Well, I haven't listened to this album yet, but I will give this a listen to at some point. Like most other CDs as well, because I have never thought about this, because whenever it comes to the way I have been buying albums, like the first album I bought was Lita Ford's album Lita, and Bon Jovi's album Slippery When Wet. Now that I have to think of this as well, let's see, I have some that I recently bought, however, Tool is basically more of a progressive metal, alternative rock thing. This was during the height of grunge and alternative rock music, for those who haven't wondered. Yep. Yeah, if you want to talk about 90s progressive metal or alternative rock, Tool is one of them as well. However, so with comparing to my most recent CDs I bought from the library that were donated to the library for $1 each, it looks like I bought 3 of those. Those are the 3 that I've got from the library as well. Because from what I understand as well, because considering that a lot of them may know about the album from the band Undertool, which is the album Undertool, because this album was previously banned from like specific stores like Kmart and Walmart during the 90s on the whole controversy thing, which I think I finally now remembered. This happens all the way back in the 90s as well. Yep. So as I was saying as well, because I have got like most of these albums. Like most albums I've found that were donated to the library, I had to come into the library, and I had to buy like one of these for like $1 each, because this didn't stop from being available at those library book sales for only $1 a piece. Isn't more to ask as if you want to start the first album, or while you're collecting more albums, especially you're a CD collector. Yep. I just wanted to giving you a little fact for this as well, because now that I think of it, this has got to me though, which makes sense though. Yep. And most of these albums I got were from the library book sale ones. Let's say I bought was Lita Ford's album Lita, as well as Bon Jovi's album Slippery When Wet. I got because this is the first Bon Jovi album I bought as well. However, last year my first CD I bought at the library was Lita Ford's album Lita, because this is my first long-awaited return to buy CDs as well. Because looking back in 2018, at the time when I was stocking up on 300 plus volumes of manga from a manga collection back in like 2018 all the way to 2023, I had over 300 plus volumes of them. I have since sold some of them on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, for like $30 for like $60. Because I wanted to like save some of my dollars. I have traded in some 100 plus volumes of manga from my collection, because I wanted to save some of my dollars, along with a graphic novel which is the first volume of Persepolis, as well as Fast Food Nation, and incomplete season sets of Buffy the Vampire Slayer DVDs at Half Price Books, because I wanted to save some of my dollars, because I've been wanting to, giving you for the fact is that I have been really getting into, you guessed it, these days on, as a collector's collecting to collect journey, because I've been collecting, what I've been getting into are CDs. These are the ones I got. The most recent CD I got at the library when I found for like $1 each, which is Tool's first album, Undertow, because this is obviously my very first Tool album I bought. Yep. If you listen to like 90s alternative rock or grunge or progressive metal, listen to Tool's album Undertow, because if you ever love listening to like 90s progressive metal as well, because I just want, although I haven't listened to this album yet, but I will listen to it at some time as well, because, however, I have reviewed most of the albums I got were on CD that I got at a library book sale, such as when I've done album reviews, such as Lita Ford's album Lita, and you get Bon Jovi's album Slippery When Wet, because I've already done album review on those a while back as well, because that's just got to my point on my curiosity of you know, whenever you're collecting albums on CD as well. Because, however, I picked this album up when I got this for $1 at a library book sale, because I had never thought about this, because I have been looked everywhere for this album, because I wasn't sure if this is the censored one or is it the original, like, controversial, because I heard it was banned as well, because, you know, Walmart and Kmart has banned it during the 90s as well. Because I remember hearing stories about how this album had some controversy as well. Because if I get to do an album review on Tool's first album, Undertow, I'll probably get into more of this at some point as well. So yeah, because I had a long history about albums gotten some controversy as well. Record companies weren't shocked. I'm not sure if record companies could have gotten a lot more for about Tool's album Undertow. Sales have been pulled from stores like Kmart and Walmart. I think they probably pulled it from Walmart and Kmart back in the 90s as well. I just wanted to give you for whatever I wanted to say for this as well. Well, I have bought, so if comparing to other previous CDs that I recently got when I was at the library book sale back in 2018, when I was like, now I remembered, the last ones I got back in 2018 was The Best of Pantera, Far Beyond the Great Southern Cowboys Vulgar Hits, and Dio's second album, Last in Line. Because this was like my last CD I bought at the time, even though I haven't been buying any that much CDs back in between 2019 and 2022. But now I got the word, I finally got back to collecting CDs. Because I've been learning to get into the whole, in the range of stocking up on mangas. I have since sold some on Facebook Marketplace. I've traded in 100 plus volumes of manga because, especially the ones that were incomplete as well, because I wanted to save some of my dollars, because I wanted to get like albums on CD, because I've been getting into like rock albums and metal albums as well. But overall, this is my very first lucky find when I first got Tool's album Undertow for the first time, because like most other CDs I bought recently, now that I think of it as well, because now I remembered, as I understand, because, yep, I have collected like a lot of albums for the first time, because this is something I wanted to do, because, well, even though I've shown you Lita Ford's album Lita and Bon Jovi, which are the first two albums I got from the library recently, the most recent album I bought was Tool's first album Undertow, which is the most recent album I got so far, because that is the real main reason I've been started to get into collecting albums on CD. For those who haven't been wondering, because I'm just giving it for the fact for my words for this as well. And that's besides the point. So that's going to be it for my CD update for today. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel, especially if you're new to the channel. Smack the like button if you enjoyed the video. Hit the notifications bell button for more surprises. And be sure to comment in the comment section below if you like as well. Be sure to check out my rock song history videos and my metal song history videos, because I've been really getting into, and also be sure to check out my Battle Jacket update videos, because I've been really getting into the Battle Jacket updates, for those who haven't been wondering. So this is Heavy Metal 95 signing off, and thanks for watching my video. I'm glad you liked it. Hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you soon for the next video. Be sure to stay safe and stay healthy. Hope you all have a great day. Take care. Goodbye for now.